Hello, everybody. It's Joe, aka NerdFist. Welcome back to South Park. We're here in our South Park build area, our build world, and I added some new stuff to the city, and a few new buildings, and I have most of what will be Main Street pretty much done. Fly around. You can see some new buildings here. And I also added a few cars. I'm going to add some more, but you can see over here where I'm laying out some more stuff. And of course down here have some new buildings. And I think there's only two that aren't completed yet. I think there's only two. So basically we have most of Main Street done. Of course there will be a few more buildings on Main Street. And then of course the mall is on Main Street. And but yeah, as soon as we get these set of buildings done and the buildings over there, I think a lot of it will go by a lot quicker because most of it will be houses. And unlike buildings, I'm not going to do them individually. The buildings, I decided I wanted to do them each one different. Even though they do kind of all look somewhat similar, they each one is unique in its its own way. No two are exactly alike. Even though they might share colors or certain fixtures. But let's pull up our arms here. Here we go. You can see one of the one of the cars I put here in front of the post office. I put a mail truck, and I never built a mail truck before, but I like the way it came out. And of course, here's some of the buildings we saw in the last episode. The Bootylicious bakery, and so let's go take a look at some of the new buildings here. This is Nin-Com Soup, kind of like Nin-Com Poop restaurant and cafe. I wasn't really sure what to call this. There's a lot of restaurants in South Park, but there's not like a whole lot of references to them. There's probably 10 in total, so I kind of had to make up, a few places, and this is one of the places that, I had to make up, but, it's a little restaurant and cafe. You can see upstairs here, get some lovely benches, and, of course in here I got the kitchen, a lot of cooking going on, so I like it. It's the first one that I've, actually put stairs inside, and I might do one or two more that have like a little upstairs to them. Then over here we have this is actually from the show. This is Unplanned Parenthood, and I'll go ahead and throw up a picture so you can see what it looked like from the show. So yeah, I think it came out pretty good. Originally, I used quartz for the outside of the signs, but I didn't like it. It was too much of the same color, so I changed it to nether brick, which is something I haven't really used a lot. However, I wound up using it on two buildings, but I really like the way it looks. I think it looks pretty accurate to the show. I did try to make it two different colors, if you can tell from the original picture. It's kind of like a two-toned color, like two different shades of green, but I couldn't make it look right, so I just went with one shade of green. So here we have of course we have a skull up there, continuing our skull theme in doctor's offices. We have an Unplanned Parenthood. Over 100,000 women served, which is kind of gross. I felt really creepy building this whole building because I don't know. It could be considered in bad taste, I guess. Oh, scary noise. Of course, here you have like a little waiting room area, and this is the first time I used the pillars, in any of the buildings, and I was kind of waiting to use those on the city hall, but I figured I could use them in here and make it look nice, make it look attractive. And then through here, you have like the little office area, all the medical records. Back here, this would be like the operating room where they, it's so sad to say, where they would perform the abortions, and, yeah, the Baby Killer 2000. I don't know, don't ask me, I don't know why I did it. But this would be like the table that they would strap the woman down to, and have like these fence doors as, kind of like stirrups. And, originally I was gonna try to put this kind of like in a closed off room, but I figured this is South Park. Everybody's shame is on display, so I put the abortion room right behind this big window. So I think it kind of feels in keeping with the show and everything. So I like it, even though it's not it's not my favorite building, but I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty accurate to the TV show. And here we have, this is BJs Hardware, and originally I thought that there was actually on the wiki I'm using for South Park, I could have swore there was an actual hardware store, but when I went back to look for it, I couldn't find it, so I just made up my own hardware store. As you can see, we have all kinds of tools and stuff in here for sale, potting equipment and flowers and all kinds of good stuff for sale in here. So yeah, just your run-of-the-mill hardware store. Not really a whole lot to see. Then over here, this is Fluffers wash and fold. And basically it's just like a laundry mat, of course dispensers and droppers, and I put some kind of like clothes up there. So, but yeah, it's not really a hard building to make, but something you would expect to find in the town, and with a name like Fluffers, I think it's kind of in keeping with South Park. I'm sure if there was a laundromat in South Park, it would probably be called, Fluffers or something. And I think I have not done this building. No, that's an empty building. What is this one? Oh, this is the the South Park DMV, which you remember from our the map we're using to build South Park, and I'll go ahead and throw it up again. You see right across the street from the school is a DMV, and I couldn't actually find any real references to a DMV in the show. Let's go back here. Of course, back here we got all kinds of office equipment, coffee machine, all kinds of stuff. Of course, a lot of seating for people who are waiting. So yeah, like I couldn't actually find anything that there was, there have ever been a DMV in the show other than in this map. So I didn't really have anything to go on, but I think it's nice. I like it. And here's this is actually in the show. This is South Park Pharmacy, and I'll go ahead and throw up a picture of that so you can see what it looks like from the show. So yeah, I like it. Again, this is where I used that nether brick, and I think it came out nice. Originally I was going to use wool, but it was getting too big, and it just didn't look right. Of course, in here we have just a few like rows of goods that you might find in a pharmacy. Some odds and ends, bandages, stuff like that. And of course, back here, I don't know why I did it all with like dispensers, but kind of all kinds of potions and stuff, and that's kind of the equivalent in Minecraft. Potions would be kind of drugs and pharmaceuticals. So that's what I have all around here, and of course some chests for storage and cash register, and yeah, again, I like it. Again, it's not much, but I like it. I think I'm really enjoying this build. I think it's pretty. I think it's coming along pretty accurate to the actual town, and I'm kind of looking forward to putting up the finished product. Oh, that's the empty building. The finished product, for people to enjoy. And here's a new building. This is one that is not in the show, that I kind of had to use my imagination with, and this is Captain Kunt's Comix. So I kind of did like a kind of a Superman thing on the front, like with a shield and the sea in the middle. And of course you can go inside, and of course they have all the back issues, and I think I'm probably going to put some signs up, like manga or X-Men, horror, whatever. And of course I have some like glass cases up for like memorabilia and stuff like that, and oh, some music coming in, and of course the the counter with the cash register getting no sale. So yeah, that keep on getting stuck in the door. So yeah, that has been what I have built so far in South Park, and I actually already have some of the houses built. They're not on here. Like I said, again, like with the houses, I'm probably gonna use schematics, since the houses are pretty much all exactly identical. They just they're just a few differences between some of the houses. Of course, Kenny's house is smaller than the other boys' house, and of course some of the characters' houses are unique to them, like like Big Gatehouse house, and of course Token's house. He lives in a big house, the biggest house in South Park. So I think in the next video, I'm not 100% sure what we're gonna see. I'm getting close to where I'm gonna put probably another 2 buildings, or maybe even just 1 building, maybe 1 more building, and then we'll have the mall right here. There's a couple other locations that I might put on Main Street. Of course, the sperm bank I think would be on Main Street, so I'll probably put that a few down from Raisins. And then right after the mall, there's probably only going to be about another 2 or 3 buildings, and that'll be the end of Main Street. And of course it'll go back down that way. Then we'll have some more buildings, in here, and then houses around the sides. And I'm not real sure where I'm going to put the hospital yet. I've been thinking about it. Of course, you can see here where I've been laying out some more. So yeah, I'm not real sure what's going to be in the next video. I know a lot of people have been wanting to see the the houses and stuff like that. Of course, City Sushi and City Walk and Whistling Willie's. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put Whistling Willie's, because I was watching one episode of South Park, And apparently Whistling Willie's is kind of like across the street, or kind of across from kind of like apartment buildings in South Park. It's where they're briefly in one episode, Stan's mom leaves her dad, and they move into a apartment complex, which is kind of across from Whistling Willie's. So I'm gonna have to decide where I'm gonna put that. And then there's definitely some more like, you know, notable buildings to come. So again, also, like, if you have any ideas for a building or a building name, something that's kind of funny or, you know, kind of gross or whatever, leave it in the comments, and if I like it, you know, there could be a building named after you. And also, I'm trying to also figure out what would be, because I kind of want to turn this into like an adventure map, but I'm not sure what it should be. So if you have any ideas of what the adventure should involve, let me know. But I think that's enough for now. Until next time, everybody, I've been Joe, aka NerdFist. Bye. Bye-bye.